good evening, a good night to all. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the good old Channel 69 News, where, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the latest and greatest news from all of our favorites Roblox games. Now, this week we got a lot to go over. We got a lot of Greenville, a lot of Southwest Florida, and a lot of actually extra games, just kind of Roblox, MRT, and just some other miscellaneous games and stuff like that. We got a lot of good information in this week's episode. So, stay tuned, sit back, relax, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get straight into this episode. Now, off rip, I'm pretty mad right now. I don't know why.
But my Discord is just not working. I just have an infinite update glitch. I just can't open the app, and it's making me mad.
But first things first, I'm going to read some comments. And the first comment we got here is by Christian Palas. He says, as someone who lives in Sarasota, I can tell you the buildings are very accurate. I also believe that the studio building is actually an exotic dealership downtown called the Sarasota Studio. The pics on the leak look almost exactly like the building. We're gonna have to go into Google Maps here in a little bit and look at that. Last week's episode, I showed a picture of it was a leak of a building, and inside you could see a white little backdrop, and this guy thinks it is the Sarasota Studio, the exotic car dealership, which could very well be that, so we're gonna take a look at that. Next comment here is by YurtFsir2173. And for whatever reason, this comment has 46 likes. I don't know what is wrong with you guys, but he said, Con should marry Wove already. And then K Benji was backing me up here. He said, Ayo, he's not gay. He's backing me up here. And then this guy said, are you sure? Yeah, I think he's pretty sure. I mean, nothing wrong with swinging that way. It's just me personally. I don't, swing that way. But and then Stars Andre said, wow, will we actually see a revamp before the game dies? Okay. I'm assuming he's talking about Southwest Florida. This just makes me... you guys do not... I'm sorry, this person's just not thinking. They're not thinking right now. Obviously, the game right now is Southwest Florida. I mean, it's not dead, but it's definitely dead because there's no revamp, there's no updates, no nothing. It's just kind of a dry game. But dude, once they update, this game is going to go absolutely stupid. All right, first things first, I'm going to get to some Roblox news. And ladies and gentlemen, we are getting a, like an egg hunt or something. We're getting some sort of egg hunt. Some sort of Roblox hunt. Easter was also like many months ago, so I'm not too sure why we're getting an egg hunt in the middle of July, in the middle of the summer. But hey, it's something. Tweet by David, the owner of Roblox, said for the next Roblox event, we're thinking about honoring the structure of our universe. Everything is built with fundamental elements, and obviously you got the fire, the ice, the water, whatever all these freaking elements are. And people pieced it together. They put those pieces together, and it forms an egg. I don't know who sat here, who had that idea, but it forms into an egg. And actually, last week, Roblox star creators have been getting eggs sent to their house. Now, I'm not going to put every single egg that I've got pictures of on screen, but you can see right here, it's a little egg. There's a little note. I'm a star creator too. I haven't got an egg. Roblox. Where's my egg at, Roblox? Like, think you missed me? Like, where's my egg at, Roblox? Like, must have got lost in the mail or something. Yeah, Roblox has been sending out eggs, and here's a little video that was posted on their Twitter by Roblox as well. Check this out. All right, so obviously, whatever this event is, it is called the Hatch. Now, I have no idea what the Hatch consists of, but there is a page if you do roblox.com/the-hatch. I'm gonna put it up on screen right now. The Hatch right here. It is in 19 days, 22 hours, 25 minutes, and 8 seconds at the time of recording this video. And that's literally all there is. There's no information on here, but you can see a bunch of eggs in the background. So yeah, we're getting an egg hunt. Not really too sure what this egg hunt's gonna consist of. Also, there is a whole Google Doc about this. I'm gonna put it up on screen right now. This is in my Sneak Peeks channel. Eat sent this. And this is all of the eggs. These are all of the eggs right here that the content creators are getting. These are all the people who have gotten the eggs, and they're numbered, I think, too, as well. Not too sure what these places are, but like, Roblox, where's my egg at? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a star creator, I think, where's my egg? Oh, man. Anyways, that is it for the Roblox news. We're going to get into a little bit of an Ozverse news here now. So, as you guys know, Screamer, or the Ozverse guy who's been showing us some of his cool Australian game that is coming out at some point, he has shown us 2 more leaks, which this looks like to be a grocery store. These are all he sent us. He just sent these in my leaks channel, and this looks pretty cool. Next, we got a MRT leak, which MRT, this looks just JDM. just a JDM as all JDM can get right here, I reckon. It looks like they are getting different languages in MRT. So if you're not speaking English, or if you don't speak too well of English and you want to play some MRT, well, here you go. It's pretty cool. Last but not least, for the little extras leak right here, we got Ridgewood. Now, I don't know if I'm going to cover too much Ridgewood in here. The game's pretty cool, actually, but it's just really laggy. It's kind of hard to host an RP server and many admin commands, but game's pretty cool. We got some wheels in here, not rims, they're wheels. Genius. But yeah, it looks like we got some, maybe there's some like Brixton Forged, some like HREs, and we got some BBS LMs, and then some Vossens. Which these wheel models actually look pretty good. I just really hope we can adjust fitment and stuff like that. Also, another video of a new car coming to the game in Ridgewood. I'll put this on the screen right now. So obviously, if you could not tell, this is a V36 Infiniti G35 or G37 sedan, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, we are going to get into some Southwest Florida first. Alrighty, so first thing for Southwest Florida, ladies and gentlemen, we got some older Ferraris. Now, I'm going to keep it $100. I don't know what model Ferraris these are IRL, but I know these are Ferraris just because I've seen it before. But these are obviously fictionalized. They don't look like the real version. But I gotta say, these look pretty good. Now, this is also the limited Ferrari in the game. I completely forgot about that. We got some chat logs next by Bad Dev. I'm just gonna put them on the screen up in big. Bad Dev said, really like how the new house spawning is going RN. Now, I really have no idea what he means by house spawning. I'm not too sure what that consists of or what that means. He also said, no, there's a whole system. There's a whole new separate system that powers jobs. Oh, that powers J-words. Sorry. Not too sure what he means by that, but a new system that powers the J-words. He said, no, I'm making a specific LOD system for buildings, including houses. There will be other systems in place for optimizing everything else. I don't know what an LOD system is, but if you know what an LOD system is, there you have. Next thing, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting R35 GTR leaks. Dude, look out. Fictional R35 GTRs. But ladies and gentlemen, there's a bunch of pictures, some front end, some rear end pictures, and then some more finished pictures. And I gotta say, this thing actually looks pretty good. At first, I wasn't too sure. Like when they at these first little few pictures here of it being modeled. But the more parts and stuff, the more it came together, the better it looks. And I gotta say, this front end picture right here with the headlights, I think that looks phenomenal. That actually looks really, really good. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we got a F-150. This looks like a stinky XLT trim or something like that. But holy crap, we didn't even get any updates on this. Like this it just popped up. And I gotta say, they absolutely cooked with this F-150, dude. This thing looks freaking good. Also, next few pictures, ladies and gentlemen, we got a Charger and a Charger wide body. Now, they finished the Charger actually a couple months ago, I think, so I'm not too sure why they're posting leaks again. I haven't seen these Charger wide body pictures, though, so maybe they just finished that up or something like that. I don't know, but I gotta say, the Charger looks pretty good, as well as we got a police Charger as well. I think they may have actually had to remodel it, too, because of the little DMCA issue. Also, got some messages from the Stringent Development Discord. I don't know who said these were forwarded into mine, but he said the map is 97% done. You're waiting on the programmers. Unfortunately, the Carmas might be underwhelming, but we'd be adding cars weekly or bi-weekly after then. Map's 97% done, but the car list will be underwhelming, which, honestly, I don't even care that the car list could be underwhelming. We're getting a whole entire new map and basically a new game to explore and play. So the cars are going to be the least of our worries. I'm going to keep it $100. But yeah, that's it for Southwest Florida. I'm going to slide into some GVRN. Alright guys, this first leak for Greenville that I'm about to show you is only seen here on the good old Channel 69 News. Big shout out to Doggone and Hunter for sending me these and letting me show these to you guys on the good old Channel 69 News. But these are coming in today's update. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you take a look in the back there, you will see there is a big old boat on a big old trailer. Dude, look at that. I'd reckon we are getting some new, some different, and some cool trailers this coming update. Obviously, it shows us right here, ladies and gentlemen, we got a boat on a freaking trailer right here. One thing is, though, Doggone said these are not drivable boats. This is just for show, so you just can tow around your boat and stuff like that. And these are the only two pictures I got, so I'm not too sure if there's any more boats or if this is the only one or what. I guess we'll find out later today, but ladies and gentlemen, just check that out, dude. Feast your eyes on this freaking boat trailer, dude. That's just freaking sick. All right, we're going to get into the rest of the normal leaks for Greenville. All right, there's not too much for Greenville this week, but ladies and gentlemen, the day you guys are seeing this video, I upload Channel 69 every single Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting a Greenville update today. But I got to say, you guys are going to be super excited about what is to come in this Greenville update. There's a lot of cool stuff and some stuff that I actually was not expecting at all. But right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is from the future updates. It says at upcoming content, get ready for a brand new content update releasing this Friday. And there's a blurred picture right here. I'll blow it up on the screen as well. You can kind of tell where this is at, ladies and gentlemen. This is kind of by the Verizon store or the Vorzon store. In between the Vorzon store and Super Witch in that like doctor's area. It's that little blank shopping kind of prop mall area. Maybe guessing that this entire place is going to get an interior. I'm not too sure. We'll kind of see what kind of shops we're going to get here. Hopefully there's some interactive stuff and stuff you can do with the shops instead of just kind of stand around and look around. Because let's be honest, you're going to go, like, most of the new places that they add, you walk in, you be like, oh, this is pretty cool, and then you leave, and then you never look at it again. Unless that's an interactive job, then you're pulling up there all the time. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, that is confirmed for the good old Friday update, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for that. But a couple other car leaks right here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a Rolls Royce, the front end of an older Rolls Royce. And I gotta say, that looks pretty good. Also got an older Mercedes E-Class. You can definitely tell this is an E-Class just by the front bumper and the kind of the headlight right here. Just all the shapes. Also another little car leak right here. This is a Saab, and the file name is "Do you mean when I say you do, but when..." I don't know what that means. Just whatever. It's whatever. Also got some chat logs here. This guy, Forza Racer, said the ability to change tire types, tire compound, and size and width, off-roading tires, and snow tires, and track tires. So basically different tire compounds, basically what MRT just did, but in Greenville. I can finally confirm that this is planned. 3 tire compounds are planned for now with the possibility for more coming in the future. Remember, these are only tire compounds, and they will not change the texture of the 3D or 2D wheels. This guy said add a weather volume control, rain volume. This is needed like when they added the rain, but it's planned finally, so that's good. We're finally getting that. We need that. Also, Dat09 Trailblazer said add more phone types and refresh GVOs, which this is definitely needed because honestly, I don't use the phones for anything other than unlocking and locking my car. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for Greenville. But like I said, update today, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting an update today. What time? I'm not too sure. Hopefully after this video gets up, I'm going to try to get this video up super early so then I can get it up before the update. But I'm guessing maybe afternoon. Hopefully it does not go into the early hours of Saturday. But I'm guessing since that they confirmed it through this, that we're getting an actual update. But yeah, that's it for Greenville. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this week's episode of Channel 69 News, ladies and gentlemen. We had a lot of good information and a lot of cool stuff to go over this week. Now stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, Greenville update happening later today, so I will be live streaming that. Obviously, of course, I have to, you know, that's like a given. I'm gonna be live streaming that, so join up this stream whenever I spark that up and get ready. It's probably gonna be a long stream just because I don't know when the Greenville update's happening. I'm just gonna spark up a stream and let it rip, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Roblox, where's my egg, you know? Roblox, somebody like, where's my egg at, you know? Been checking my doorstep every day. I got no egg on my doorstep. Like, where's my egg at?